JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. 3 men fatally shot in St. Ann suspected to be contract killers. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal shooting of 3 men by the police during an alleged confrontation in St. Ann on Wednesday night. One of the deceased has been identified as 38-year-old Dickie Bonnick of Runaway Bay, St. Ann. The identities of the other men are currently being ascertained. According to reports, about 8:50 p.m., the police, acting on information, intercepted a Probox motor car occupied by Bonnick and the 3 other men. A gun battle reportedly ensued between the occupants of the vehicle and the lawmen. When the shooting subsided, Bonnick and 2 other men were seen with gunshot wounds. The police said they were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. The 4th man was also in the vehicle, reportedly escaped and is currently being sought by the police. 2 illegal guns, an AK-47 rifle and a handgun were reportedly seized. The men were reportedly searching for a bartender. Bonnick was reporting on condition of bail granted by the court in relation to the October 2020 murder of 38-year-old Patrick Spence. He was jointly charged with Everett Duncan for Spence's murder. Duncan, who confessed to the murder and also implicated Bonnick, was subsequently killed. Bonnick appeared in court on Friday, May 30, 2025, in relation to the murder of Everett Duncan. However, the matter was postponed until January 8, 2026. The conditions of Bonnick's bail prohibited him from being in the parish of St. Ann, mandated him not to interfere with witnesses, and required him to report to the Mapen police station in Clarendon 3 times per week. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is now probing the incident, and the matter was also reported to the Inspectorate of Professional Standards Oversight Bureau, IPROB. The police are urging anyone with information that can assist in this investigation to contact the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch CTOC at 876-967-1389, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. Vendor fatally shot in Old Harbour. A vendor was shot and killed in Old Harbour, St. Catherine on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as 45-year-old Arville Bloomfield, otherwise called Bloodstain of Longville Park in Clarendon. The police said Bloomfield was shot along South Street, Old Harbour, about 5:58 a.m. Reports said that citizens alerted the police after hearing an explosion. On their arrival, his body was found lying beside a bus along the road with gunshot wounds to the upper body, the police said. Bloomfield was then transported to the hospital, where he was confirmed dead. Investigations are ongoing. Cabby dies after being shot at taxi stand in Naggohead, Portmore. The police in St. Catherine are probing the murder of a taxi operator who died at hospital after being shot in his vehicle at the Naggohead Transportation Centre on Wednesday. The deceased has been identified as 44-year-old Winston Williams, otherwise called Turboman, of Elsher Park in Portmore. Reports are that about 4:50 p.m., Williams was loading his taxi when a bike drove up. The driver dismounted and entered Williams' car. He then exited the car, reportedly pulled a gun, and shot Williams multiple times before fleeing the scene. Williams was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. So far, no motive has been established for the killing. The Portmore Criminal Investigation Branch is investigating the matter. Gun and a large sums of cash seized as police arrest female robbery suspects. The police arrested 2 women and seized a gun along with large sums of cash during an intelligence-driven operation in the Barbican Road area in Kingston on Wednesday. According to the St. Andrew Central Police, the operation took place on June 11 after lawmen intercepted a motor vehicle believed to be linked to a string of robberies in the parish. A search of the vehicle and its female occupants, one of them a student, revealed $192,700 Jamaican dollars and $175 in their possession. According to reports, around 9 p.m., police received information that a car, which was involved in a robbery, was seen at the intersection of Hope Road, Old Harbour Road, and Barbican Road. The vehicle was later intercepted at a drive-thru in Ligony, and the woman taken into custody. They and the vehicle were searched, and the cash was found. Investigators then conducted follow-up searches at both women's homes. During a search of one of the residences, lawmen discovered a Taurus .38 revolver, 6.3 cartridges, and additional cash, including $429,800 Jamaican dollars, $12,000 US dollars, and 840 pounds. The gun was found hidden under a dresser, the police said. Both women were taken into custody. The police said they are also suspects in an ongoing investigation into malicious destruction of property and simple larceny in the St. Catherine North Division. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. Prison concessionaire allegedly caught smuggling illegal contraband in white rice. A 43-year-old woman who provides meals to the prisoners of the Onoto Bay and Castleton police lockups has been arrested and charged with attempting to smuggle prohibited items and possession of ganja. She is Tavia Whiteley, a businesswoman of Onoto Bay, St. Mary. Reports are that on Wednesday, Whiteley was delivering mackerel mixed with macaroni and white rice to the Onoto Bay lockup when the items were searched, and a hidden package containing prohibited items was found in the containers that had white rice. The items found were an alcoholic beverage, vegetable-like matter resembling ganja, and a battery-operated device, the police said. Whiteley was denied station bail and is scheduled to appear in the St. Mary Parish Court. The concessionaire has been providing meals to the lockups for over 10 years. Woman killed after allegedly running across the road in St. James. A 42-year-old woman has died from injuries sustained after being struck by a car while allegedly running across the street in St. James Tuesday night. The deceased is Carol Campbell of Birch Hill District from the parish. According to reports, about 11:05 p.m., Campbell was reportedly walking along the roadway. Upon reaching the vicinity of Harvey Beach, she reportedly ran across the road in the path of a Toyota Axle motor car. She was hit and suffered severe injuries. She was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. The Coral Gardens Traffic Department is investigating the matter. Motor vehicle reportedly stolen from police station in Hanover found in St. Mary. The Gale Police in St. Mary have launched an investigation following the seizure of a vehicle that was reportedly stolen from a police station in Hanover over the last weekend. The 2015 Toyota Noah, which is owned by a Westmoreland man, was reportedly stolen from the Ramble Police Station on Saturday, June 7. Cops in St. Mary on an operation discovered the vehicle partially scrapped and abandoned at a property in New Pen, Gale. Commander of the St. Mary Police Division, Superintendent Anthony Wallace, says all efforts are being made to ascertain the nature of the theft. This recovery is a part of a larger effort by the Jamaica Constabulary Force to combat vehicle theft and dismantle car stealing rings across the country, said Wallace. Residents with information are urged to report suspicious activities by contacting the St. Mary Police at 876-333-9530 or 876-994-4222, Crime Support 311 or the nearest police station, he added. Woman freed of charges in larceny case. A young woman on Tuesday had her charge of simple larceny dismissed when she appeared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court. Renee Golding appeared before Senior Parish Judge Paula Blake Powell, accused of stealing a Samsung Galaxy phone from another young woman who was also in court. The complainant indicated she was willing to drop the charge against Golding if the phone was returned to her. Upon hearing this, Golding appeared hesitant and through an attorney told the court that the complainant allegedly owed her money. Blake Powell cautioned Golding, indicating that a trial could lead to her having a criminal record. She maintained that, regarding whatever money was owed, Golding was free to seek restitution of her own by filing a case against the complainant. Following this, an order was made for the phone to be returned and Golding pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors offered no evidence against her and the charge was dropped. Student literacy issue is a national disgrace. The People's National Party PNP has expressed concern about the growing literacy crisis in Jamaica's education system. It follows a report that more than 70% of grade 7 students of Pembroke High School are unable to read or reading at or below the grade 3 level. Deputy Opposition Spokesperson on Education and Community Development and MP candidate for South East St. Anne, Dr. Kenneth Russell, described the situation of Pembroke High School as devastating. Dr. Russell highlighted that similar reports have emerged from Holy Trinity High and other schools across the island.
This is not a Pembroke Hall or Holy Trinity problem. This is a Jamaica problem. What we are confronting is a deep, systematic failure to provide students with the foundational skills they need to succeed. This is the result of years of neglect, underinvestment, and policy failure by the Andrew Holness-led government, which has been in office for almost 10 years. The fact that students are reaching high school unable to identify basic letters of the alphabet is a national disgrace. The hard truth is that many students are being promoted based on scores, not skills. PEP may be showing numerical gains, but those numbers mean very little if students are unable to read, write, or comprehend after completing primary school. The disconnect between the test data and the realities teachers face in the classroom could not be more glaring. If nearly 7 in 10 students are truly proficient or higher, why are so many high schools receiving cohorts of students who are functionally illiterate?
Meanwhile, Tricia Williams-Singh, chairman of the Early Childhood Commission, said Jamaica continues to lag behind due to an inadequate number of specialists to assess children's ability to read and comprehend. Williams-Singh said the Early Childhood Commission has approached the University of the West Indies to find ways to plug the gap.
Recently, the Early Childhood Commission, led by our executive director, we met with the principal of UWI because we're seeking their partnership to let us try and fill this gap of where can we tap in to the social workers, what's happening up at UWI. Can you also produce more of persons in Jamaica that are that can assess our children? We are very limited there. So we do have the blueprint to say this is what ought to be done. And then the other big elephant in the room that we have to be honest about is funding.
JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.